Look at this. This is a fallen tree.
Sorry.
Yes. Probably a strong wind. This tree fell. And obviously when they planted it about 70 years ago maybe, it was probably a tiny little tree. At that time when they planted, probably the depth was probably 3 feet. Well, that was nowhere near enough. Now this is the park. Huge park. North of England. The day after Boxing Day. We're still very, very quiet. There are few people around. Apart from that, it is very, very quiet. Now, this park has got few gates. There's one here. All around it, I would say it's about 500 plus acres of land. Now, right in front is the second, there's another gate, in fact. I don't know if it's the second one, but there's a gate. Can you see the people coming through it? All around it are houses, as you can see. See the houses around it? As I said, this is north of England. Not far from Newcastle, if you know where Newcastle is. Right up the north. Almost on the border of Scotland. Not far from the Scottish border. I think the next big city in Scotland is probably Aberdeen. See, I'm going to show you the outside of it. That side on the road, you can see it just outside the fence. The houses are nice. Now this is the other side of that. I think it's like a what you call indoor games for youngsters. You see that building up there, the yellow one, and at the moment there aren't any people. But still, you see they've done a lot of work in these parks, and they're made interesting for the youngsters. And they come in and play games here, indoor games. Wonderful, wonderful trees. See that? There's a car park outside. I think there's about a car park for about 20 or 25 cars. See, just outside the boundary. You can see those houses outside the boundary wall of the park, the fence. There are nice houses outside. It's typical English houses, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful park. Now, if you can see some people walking through the park with their dogs. And a dog is something, obviously a lot of people have dogs, but English people especially, they love dogs. They love to have animals. It's an animal loving nation. And It's a very nice companion to have a dog. If you're alone, have a dog, keep you happy. It's very loyal. See, you can see some of the dogs coming up. Now here, we are standing on in a very open space. See the houses all around this green field. This is part of this park. It's a massive park. And this country has got this thing where they have made parks for the people to come round. People especially live in small houses, and it's lovely to go out in the park with your dog or with your children or whatever. But it's lovely. See that guy there with a bag. Now, what are you doing? He works for the council. He works with the people who for the parks department, and he's picking up rubbish. You see, they keep it nice and clean. The parks are very clean. Apart from the green leaves and things, you don't find any paper or other rubbish lying about. You see, he's just picking up. That's his job. See, it's maintenance is very, very important. And that's what he's doing. Lovely. As you can see far afield, those white birds, they are seagulls. And you see, they love to pick up little, probably they're looking for food. They eat everything moving. They could be small snakes or little insects or anything they can find to eat. They will eat it. See them? That again is the backside of that playroom. Now here you can see these paths are specially built in for cars. Just walking inside the parks are made very, kind of people, so they can access every part of the park. They can walk through it, and the trees are lined on all sides. It's beautiful. This is England. They look after their people. It's a democracy and it's a secular country. Secular means they tolerate everybody. Secularism does not mean no religion. No. What it means is any faith, whatever you believe, is allowed. The government doesn't want to know what you believe. That's got nothing to do with your politically, as a member of a state, everybody's equal. Doesn't matter what faith you have. Because what counts is how you behave towards the humans. That is secularism. Especially those people who think that we must have a strong religion. You will find that a lot of minorities of those countries, they suffer a lot. It's none of their fault to be born in that country. But because they are not having the same mainstream religion, they are discriminated. And that is just out of order. Look at those seagulls again. Can you see them? This is that green bit. It's a massive, I think it must be about 200 acres plus, if I'm not wrong. But it's quite big. We're heading for a playground, especially built for youngsters, teenagers, I would say. They can come and do all sorts of things here. Ride bikes, and they have specially built bumps and things in it. You see the kids come in with their push bikes and they try all sorts of things, you know. It's like little hilly stuff there. You see it? Cemented. It shows you how much they look after their people. The kids, you know, they love to play around. So this is one of them. One of the places where you come in with the bikes and do all sorts of things. See these ones, right? These slopes, especially built for bikers. They climb up there and see, then they slide down. And then there's another one, then slide down here and slide up there. Oh, we're lucky. There's a child in there. He's going to show us how to do it. See, if you look at it, you see that? He goes up. Well, obviously he's only a youngster. He's only about 4 or 5. But if you're older, if you've got a proper push bike, he's just got a roller skate kind of thing. You see? Kids enjoy it. You see? See, look at the way he's doing it. Isn't that nice? You see? And then he's got a helmet on. The helmets are very important. When you're on a push bike, you know, you can fall down. And as long as your head is protected, you're okay. So if you fall down and you're unlucky, you hit your head to the hard ground, that could be very, very dangerous. But look at the way he's doing it. Yeah. Now look at these trees, my God. Now these trees, as I said, they are very, very old. I would reckon about 70, 80 years old, maybe. And just imagine 80 years, they end up being, I don't know how tall they are. 25, 30, 40 feet, maybe. And they grow into massive big trees. And when they are, you see, like everything else, they also have a lifespan of whatever. They, like humans, they die after 60, 70 years. When they dry, they are hollow inside and they fall down. As long as they're green, that means they're still living. And when they're living, they're very strong. When they dry up, then the wood just dries and fall apart, fall down. So that's what they are. That's what the trees are. And of course, they're a benefit for people. They're very beneficial. You know, they use them as to make various wood furniture. Depends on what quality of wood that is. Now you can see there are some people up there. There's a couple of families walking about. I don't want to be too close to them. Yeah, it's wonderful. The people after Christmas. As you know, the two most important, the holiest days. There's the Christmas Day, the 25th of December, and the next day is called Boxing Day, which is the 26th. Boxing Day, it doesn't mean that you hit each other. Why they call it Boxing Day is because you open up the presents. In Christian faith, for example, that is a day especially for opening up your Christmas packages, the presents given to kids, and they call it boxing because they're boxed. See, that's I remember I couldn't understand when I was a kid, because I'm a Muslim. I couldn't understand what it means, Boxing Day. But that's what exactly that is. There's a massive pond here. Can you see it? Now in this pond you'll find ducks, you'll find swans, you'll find seagulls, and then you'll find partridges, and amazing, hundreds of birds. You see that? See that? Look at this. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. Look at this. Yeah. See, people are feeding those birds with bread or something, and they all come rushing towards the food. You see those seagulls? They're very sharp, those seagulls. You know, so whatever they throw, they can just catch it up in the air. Look at that, look at that. That's what they are. Now, we're just circling that, the big pond. This is one side of it. And there's a cyclist. It's amazing how many people go walking and walk through the park. It's a day off. It's in between the years after the 26th. I think people are still off work. A lot of people are still off work till probably the 1st of next month. Probably go back to work next week. That's what life is all about. See that? So I think we'll call it a day. Look, I'll show you the other side of it. The houses far away. See?